What if I told you that influence is not something you're born with, but something you can engineer starting today? That leadership is not reserved for CEOs in glass towers or world-famous speakers, but is actually a skill set that any young entrepreneur can develop, sharpen, and master from zero. Most people think influence is about talking louder, looking confident, or having a big audience. But in reality, true leadership begins long before anyone is watching you. It begins in the way you make decisions when nobody applauds you, in how you treat people who cannot benefit you, and in how consistently you show up when motivation disappears. In this powerful mindset taught by leadership experts like Tony Robbins, influence is about energy, clarity, and emotional intelligence, not manipulation. It's about becoming the kind of person others naturally trust, follow, and believe in. If you're a young entrepreneur trying to build a business, attract opportunities, or lead a team, what you're about to learn can completely reshape your future. Because leadership is not a title, it's a behavior. And influence is not luck, it's a system. Stay until the end, because these 5 lessons will show you how to turn your presence into power and your voice into impact. Lesson 1. Clarity creates authority. In the vacuum of uncertainty, fear and hesitation thrive, but clarity acts as a powerful vacuum sealer that locks in confidence. People don't follow confusion, they follow certainty. This is a fundamental psychological truth of human nature. We are hardwired to seek safety and direction, and in a social or professional setting, we look to the person who seems to know exactly where the ship is headed. When a leader speaks in vague generalities or shifts their goals every other week, they erode their own foundation. Authority isn't just a title on a business card. It is the byproduct of a mind that has distilled a complex mess into a single actionable path. If you cannot explain your destination in a way that a child could understand, you do not truly have authority over your vision yet. Young entrepreneurs often fail not because their idea is weak, but because their message is unclear. You can have the most revolutionary technology in the world, but if your pitch sounds like a word salad of synergy and disruption without a concrete why and how, investors and employees will walk away. Ambiguity is the silent killer of startups. When you are clear, you provide a cognitive shortcut for others. You save them the mental energy of having to figure out what you want. This creates an immediate sense of relief in your followers, and that relief is often mistaken for and then solidified into loyalty. By being the one who defines the reality of the situation, you naturally become the leader of that reality. Define where you are going and others will start believing you can lead them there. This definition must be more than just a financial target. It must be a vivid picture of a future state. Clarity requires the courage to say no to 1,000 distractions so that you can say yes to one specific outcome. When your team knows the boundaries of the mission, they feel empowered to operate within them. Without clarity, every decision feels like a risk. With clarity, every decision becomes a step toward a known goal. Authority is granted to those who can simplify the world for others, turning the noise of the market into a signal that everyone can tune into. Lesson 2. Energy is contagious. Leadership is emotional transmission. Whether you realize it or not, you are a walking radio tower broadcasting a frequency that every person in your office or Zoom call is picking up on. This is rooted in the concept of emotional contagion, where the affective state of a leader literally infects the group. If you walk into a room with slumped shoulders and a flat tone, you are silently giving your team permission to be mediocre. You are signaling that the mission isn't exciting and therefore their effort shouldn't be either. You cannot demand high performance from a low-energy environment. You must be the battery that powers the entire operation. If your energy is strong, focused, and positive, people naturally align with you. This doesn't mean you need to be a loud, extroverted cheerleader. In fact, some of the most infectious energy is a calm, resolute intensity, the kind of quiet fire that tells everyone the job will get done no matter what. This type of energy creates a gravitational pull. People want to be around those who make them feel more capable, more optimistic, and more alive. When you radiate a sense of purpose, you create a culture where hard work doesn't feel like a chore, but like a shared adventure. Your energy dictates the tempo of the organization. If you are fast and decisive, the company is fast and decisive. Influence starts with managing your internal state before trying to manage others. You cannot pour from an empty cup, nor can you project confidence if you are privately spiraling into anxiety. Self-mastery is the prerequisite for social mastery. This means prioritizing your own mental and physical health, sleep, nutrition, and mindset, not just for your own sake but as a strategic business requirement. A leader who is burnt out is a liability because their exhaustion will eventually poison the team's morale. By taking responsibility for your internal chemistry, you ensure that the transmission you send out is one of strength and resilience, making your influence undeniable. Lesson 3. Connection before correction. Great leaders don't start by criticizing, they start by connecting. In the high-stakes world of business, there is a common temptation to treat people like components in a machine. If a part isn't working, you hit it or replace it. But humans aren't hardware, they are driven by complex emotional landscapes. If you lead with correction, pointing out mistakes, demanding better numbers, or critiquing performance without first establishing a human bond, you are essentially speaking to a closed door. Connection is the key that unlocks that door. It creates a psychological safety that allows a person to hear feedback without going into a defensive fight or flight mode. Understand people's motivations, fears, and goals before giving direction. Everyone is the hero of their own story, and as a leader, your job is to understand what kind of story they think they are in. Are they working for a sense of security? Are they seeking status? Do they just want to be part of something bigger than themselves? When you take the time to learn these drivers, your leadership becomes surgical rather than blunt. You can frame your directions in a way that aligns with their personal values. This isn't manipulation, it is empathy in action. It demonstrates that you value the person more than the output, which ironically leads to much higher output. When people feel understood, they become open to guidance instead of resistance. The most effective corrections are those that feel like a collaborative pivot rather than a top-down reprimand. If a team member knows you have their back and understand their challenges, they will run through a brick wall for you. They will take your harshest critiques as valuable coaching because they trust your intent. Resistance is usually a symptom of a fractured relationship, not a lack of skill. By prioritizing the human connection first, you build a bridge of trust that can support the weight of the difficult conversations necessary to achieve greatness. Lesson 4. Consistency builds trust. Trust is not built in big moments, it is built in repeated small actions. Many leaders mistakenly believe that one grand gesture, a heroic speech, or a massive bonus check will buy them the loyalty of their team. In reality, trust is a slow-growing plant that requires daily watering. It is the result of 1,000 boring moments where you did what you said you were going to do. Trust is predictability. When your team knows exactly how you will react in a crisis, or that you will always hold a 9 a.m. meeting at 9 a.m., they gain a sense of stability. This stability allows them to focus on their work instead of constantly monitoring your mood or reliability. Showing up every day, delivering on promises, and staying aligned with your values creates a reputation that no marketing can replace. In an era of fake it till you make it, genuine consistency is a rare and valuable commodity. If you promise a client a deliverable by Friday, and it arrives on Friday every single time, you become an indispensable asset. If you tell your employees that you value honesty, and then you admit to your own mistakes openly, you validate the culture. Consistency is the bridge between your words and your character. Without it, your words are just noise. With it, your words become law. The compounding effect of consistency is what eventually creates a brand. A brand, whether personal or corporate, is simply the expectation of a specific result. If you are inconsistent, your brand is unreliable, which is the most expensive reputation to have. Over time, being the person who never flakes and never compromises on core principles builds a trust equity that acts as a buffer during hard times. When things go wrong, and they will, a consistent leader is given the benefit of the doubt. Their history of small wins and kept promises acts as a shield, allowing them to navigate storms that would capsize a less disciplined leader. Lesson 5. Leadership means responsibility. True leaders don't blame circumstances or people. They take ownership of outcomes. This is the hallmark of extreme ownership, the idea that everything within your sphere of influence is ultimately your responsibility. If a subordinate fails, a true leader asks how they failed to train them or communicate the mission clearly. If the market shifts and sales drop, They ask how they failed to anticipate the change. Blame is an exit ramp for growth. The moment you point a finger at someone else, you surrender your power to fix the situation. Taking responsibility is not about taking the fall, it's about taking the lead on the solution. When something fails, they ask, what can I learn, instead of who is at fault. The fault mindset is backward-looking and destructive. It creates a culture of fear where employees spend more time covering their backs than solving problems. The responsibility mindset is forward-looking and constructive. It turns every setback into a data point. When you as the leader stand up and say, this went wrong and it is on me, you actually increase your authority rather than diminishing it. You signal to the team that it is safe to be honest, and you demonstrate the level of accountability you expect from everyone else. This mindset separates average entrepreneurs from exceptional ones. The average entrepreneur is a victim of the economy, a victim of bad employees, and a victim of bad luck. They are at the mercy of the world. The exceptional entrepreneur realizes that while they cannot control the wind, they can always control the sails. Responsibility is the ultimate tool of empowerment. By owning the failure, you earn the right to own the subsequent success. You become the master of your own fate because you have refused to outsource your power to excuses. Leadership isn't a privilege of rank, it is the burden of responsibility, and those who carry it most willingly are the ones who change the world. Influence is not about control, it is about connection. Leadership is not about position, it is about presence. And for young entrepreneurs, mastering these principles is the difference between building something temporary and building something that lasts. As you grow in business and life, you will realize that people don't follow your business plan, they follow your belief system. They follow your discipline, your emotional stability, and your ability to stay grounded when pressure rises. Think of every interaction as an opportunity to lead. Whether you are speaking to a client, a partner, or even yourself, you are constantly shaping perception through your behavior. That is why leadership is not something you turn on when you become successful. It is what creates success in the first place. If you adopt these 5 lessons, clarity, energy, connection, consistency, and responsibility, you will begin to notice a shift. People will listen more closely. Opportunities will come more naturally. And your confidence will stop being something you force and start being something you embody. The truth is simple. You don't need a bigger voice, you need a stronger presence. And once you master that, influence becomes inevitable.